Hi there, my name is Diane Morrison, and I'm a science fiction and fantasy author. I'm looking for your help to publish my novel, A Few Good Elves. Three years ago, you guys helped me publish Once Upon a Time in the Weird West, which is a collection of my Weird Western serial stories. And 2 years ago, you helped me to edit and publish Gunsmoke and Dragonfire, a fantasy western anthology. I figure we make a winning team. The Toy Soldier Saga is a fantasy space opera universe. It has all of the elements of space opera science fiction, but everything's done by magic. I don't think there's anything out there that is quite like it. And I really hope that you'll enjoy it and the extended universe that has been created around it.
I am Chris. I play Arian, the grizzled older ex-enlisted elf.
Remember, we've only got 30 days to make this happen. With your support, you can have some of the art that's been created for the books, you can have the stories, the ebook, a trade paperback copy, a hardcover copy, you might be able to get them signed. You could even get the entire collection of everything that I have previously published or been published in. Thanks in advance for your support, and thank you for listening. And hello and welcome to the Kickstarter party for A Few Good Elves. I'm like emotional here, and so if you hear me choking up, you know why. But thank you all so much for the support. Hello everyone. Hi James. Hi Charming City. Hi Travis. Welcome. Hi Q. Thank you for the hydrate. Good idea. Hi, Rowan. Hi, Eli. Thank you for the raid. Dinosaur Bob. I didn't shout him out. I should do that. For those who do not know, Dinosaur Bob is awesome. He does stuff with us for our World Builders Roundtable. And he also he streams world building and role-playing game related stuff for his awesome World of Carterion. So that is really cool. Hello, did I say hello to Cayutan? I'm going to say hello again, in case I didn't. Hi, Amelie. Hello, Damparo. Hello, Claire. Good to see you. I have a question here from Cayutan. I will answer it in a minute. Hello, Ashes of Authority. Also good to see you. Hello, Rowan. Hi, Eli. Coffee. Thank you for the bits, by the way. Thank you for the bits. Also, Cayutan. You're awesome, guys. I really appreciate the support. I'm not sure if I should have background music or not. Hi, Dillian. Hi, Melody. Could mods delete what if they feel it's unnecessary? Claire, sorry. Okay, yeah. Good night, Coffee. Have a good sleep. Well, we'll see you later. And hello, Barbarossa and Juxtapositor. Thank you all so much for joining me today. Oh, and hello, Dr. PDQ. Welcome. Waves back. Yes. For some reason, we are not looking at Aaron right now. I don't know why.
My camera's not working for some reason, and I can't figure out why.
That's bizarre.
Yeah. I think it's...
Games, good to see you.
Camera or something.
What's that? You think... Okay, I'll put on some music because people said yes music. So
There we go.
Okay, cool.
Oh.
No, that's not what I wanted. Shipboard. There we go. No, that's the... Okay. Was it Spaceship Battle? Yes, I think it was. I'll turn it down. Yes. Alright, so space music. Aaron is quiet. Okay. Well, we're going to keep the music nice and quiet today. Okay, so Aaron, can you turn up your volume?
I can try. Just give me a few minutes.
Yeah, no worries. So what we're going to be doing today is that we're going to talk about the book. We're going to maybe show you some stuff from the Toy Soldier Saga universe on World Anvil. We're going to talk science fiction and fantasy. So yeah, Calutan's question is perfectly within. I love that. Claire says, what kind of music does a toy soldier listen to? Space opera. Yep. Actually, there is opera in the Toy Soldier Saga universe. Orcs do opera as well as elves, so... Yeah, I thought that was pretty good. Yeah, I'm going to read a little preview from the book.
Reboot.
You have to reboot? Okay, no problem. I'll see you in a minute. I'll just keep things up in the meantime here. Yeah, so I'm not sure where to start. I will answer Calutan's question. Calutan asked me, right, because I was talking about the show, and actually I'm thinking about it again because I was watching it last night, trying to, like, get the jitters to go away so I could sleep. And he says, I remember you once said that Love, Death, and Robots is a perfect example of what modern sci-fi looks like. I watched a few episodes of it, and I don't seem to understand what you meant. Can you explain? In particular, it's because there are a lot of writers who are big names in modern science fiction, right? There are people who are popular now, right? People like John Scalzi, right, who are writing episodes for this show. Either the show is based on a short story that they wrote, or they actually wrote the screenplay. So this is what the people who are popular in modern science fiction, Nebula winners and Hugo winners, are writing right now. And so it's not something from people who wrote it. You know, it's not Asimov and Bradbury and Heinlein and Clark rehashed. It's stuff that people are doing now. And I love this show. Last night, it was really neat. I watched an episode, speaking of, by the way, it was a wonderful episode. I was like, okay, here's their obligatory Christmas episode, because it was called All Through the House. And it started off with kids who were sneaking up at night to look for Santa Claus. But you know, if you've been watching this show now, that something's up, right? Because it's not just going to be that. There's going to be something, you know, there's going to be aliens or something. It's going to be different, right? So, I watched the episode, and it was really cool. I'm like, oh, that's really neat. I don't want to give any spoilers away. And then I looked at based on a short story by, and I don't know why I didn't know this, but apparently one of the authors that I published in Gunsmoke and Dragonfire wrote the short story that episode was based on. And it was exactly his kind of work, as a matter of fact. So... I don't know. I was like, why didn't I know about this? Did he tell me and I miss it on Twitter? What, you know? On the other hand, you know, I know a good story when I see it, obviously. So I was so excited. His name is Joachim Heinerkman, and he's amazing, right? So that was really, really cool. Okay, good night, Coffee. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate the support. I will make the Kickstarter go live in 35 minutes. So that is when it is going to launch. You guys will get to watch it on stream, and that will be part of the festivals that we are doing today, the festivities. So, yeah. Kind of waiting for Aaron to get back at this point, but, so, I recognize all the names in the chat. So I'm not sure that I have to do this, but for those who are unaware, the Toy Soldier Saga is fantasy space opera. It's also military black powder fantasy. It takes place in an alternate universe where magical sailing ships fly through space. But just like in Treasure Planet, you actually have to manipulate sails in order to make stuff work. And there are open decks. Air does not go out like whoosh. They have magical ways of preventing that. Part of the archaeology that makes their flying ships work also maintains a barrier against dust and air and stuff like that. They sail, or like to keep the air in, right? They sail on gravitational currents at faster than light speeds. And otherwise, it's very much like space opera that you know. I think in large part, that's because there's a strong Navy adventure influence on modern science fiction, especially space opera and military science fiction. You can see it in stuff like, there he is. Right, you can see it in stuff like David Weber's Honorverse series. You can see it in the Vorkosigan Saga by Lois McMaster Bujold, both of which were definitely strong influences. And it follows the story of my protagonist, Shandar Sunfall, who, a bit like his name, Horatio Hornblower, right, starts out when we catch up with him as a young midshipman, and we're going to see him progress. Well, I don't want to give anything away, but his Navy and on the outs of the Navy career throughout the series. There's intended to be 5 books, 5 novels anyway. There's also a bunch of short stories, novelettes, and novellas. 5 out of the 6 of those have been published in previous publications. One of the stories has been published multiple times, right? So I believe in this project, right? I'm very passionate about it. It's a passion project I have been working on for more than a decade. Well, Aaron and I both, actually, I should say. Because Aaron is working on the game-related material and a co-creator of stuff in the universe. Eventually there will be game books too, but I'm not putting them on a particular schedule. And we've been playing an RPG that takes place in this universe for years. Right, so... yeah, who is Sable again? Maybe I should do that too. Yeah, that's a good point, Emily. Okay, and those of you who don't know me, my name is Diane Morrison. I'm known in the community on Twitch and online as Sable Aradia. And I am a science fiction and fantasy author. Right? Well, what they call a neo-pro author, in that I've had enough pro-paid stuff published to kind of get my name out there, but I'm just starting. I'm like the backbencher on the NHL team, right, as far as that goes. I'm on the team.
Sells herself short.
Do I? Well, okay. I'm on the team. You may have heard my name in those circles once or twice. I'm nobody important. Yet. Alright, I'm sorry to hear you had technical problems, Cayetan, but great. Great that you're back. Claire says, I'd love to see a story in the Toy Soldier Saga about a scoundrel mercenary that gets captured for his mercenary war crimes and ends up on a probationary conscription. You're pretty good at this war thing, so if you survive on the front lines, you can go free. Okay, no spoilers, but again, that theme is not exactly like that, but it is kind of touched on, right? Yeah, cough bullshit, says PDQ. Well, I appreciate the support, guys. I hope to be a bigger name in a couple of years, because that is how you get to make a living writing books, is people have heard of you. Right? To be honest, I'm an introvert, and I find publicity and talking about my own stuff very difficult. So if I sound awkward, you know why. But I know it has to be done if people are gonna get interested in this, and I really believe in this. I believe in this story, and I believe that I believe the world needs it. And you know, I guess every writer does, right? You're enough of a name that I'm very much looking forward to your endorsement, says Claire. Well, awesome. Awesome, thank you. Yeah, I guess I probably should lay out some of my experience, right? Okay, so those, I either wrote them, or I edited them, or I appear in them, right? I was the editor and publisher for Gunsmoke and Dragonfire, a fantasy western anthology, which was crowdfunded through Kickstarter. Once Upon a Time in the Weird West was also crowdfunded through Kickstarter. It is a collection of Weird Western serial stories with a overarching plot that connects them all. And it, I guess it's gotten out there enough that people in, some pro magazines had heard of it when I submitted stuff. So that's cool, right? I have also been traditionally published. I was published as Sable Aradia for my pagan nonfiction book, The Witch's Eight Paths of Power. I also appeared in a couple of anthologies under that name, one of which is over there, the Pagan Leadership Anthology, right? And one of the Toy Soldier Saga stories has been published in Chasing Fireflies, Summer Romance Anthology. So the last book over there, the little one, is called Cities of Dust, Plains of Light. And that was done by Air and Nothingness Press. I appeared with some amazing writers, including Nebula and World Fantasy award-winning author Kat Rambo. So I was very excited about that one. So that's who I am. And that's kind of a summary of what I've been doing. I've also had a few stories appear in magazines like Terra Tara Terror, and I also appeared in the Lesbian Historic Motif podcast with a sort of a light magical realism element story about a female troubadour in sort of the time of the Albigensian Crusade. So, oh, can I repeat? Cities of Dust, Plains of Light. And it's an awesome book. Like, I'm really honored to appear with the authors that I appear with. Their stories are great. When you say Air and Nothingness Press, it sounds like a tongue-in-cheek term for self-publishing. That probably is true, but it's not. It's a smaller press, but they only produce stuff by people that I look up to. So I was pretty excited about it. Yeah, not that there's anything wrong with being a self-published author, obviously. Right? We have chosen to self-publish a few good elves, and we're hoping to have your support through the crowdfunding to make it possible. And that is because in traditional publishing, every right has to be negotiated. There's contracts that negotiate things like the video rights and the audio rights and the language rights and branding stuff. And frankly, we want to maintain control of that because we have big plans for this universe. So where is the Kickstarter link? Okay.
I just posted it.
Did you? Okay, thank you. Awesome. Yes. 25 minutes before it goes live. Right, but you can follow now if you want to, and it will tell you in email it's going live when it does. I don't know why you would do that at this point, honestly. I can't imagine. James says, is there a reason why I think I have seen the books before, like in a bookstore? The Toy Soldier Saga books, are you talking about? Because I don't know.
Maybe you've seen the future.
That'd be cool. Future Scene is your world, after all. Right? But you may have seen my name in the bookstore. I was so excited the first time I saw that. A few good elves appeared, or not a few good elves. The Witch's 8 Paths of Power appeared randomly without me being aware at my local chapters. I was so excited when I went in there and saw it on the shelf. I took a picture of it in the wild. Very exciting. And Gunsmoke and Dragonfire and Once Upon a Time in the Weird West are also available at places like Chapters, Barnes and Noble, etc. So, yeah. Hello, sing a song you would like to sing now if you can or not. Hi, says Barbarossa. We could sing. Shall I sing? You know what I didn't get a chance to do was practice the Queen's Dirk, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm like, do I even remember the chords now? It's been so long since I played it. Yes, please? Okay. We can sing. Yeah, I am not a good enough musician, I think, to write opera. Opera is very complicated.
Yep.
But I do have a piece which is a star shanty. That's what I call it. Instead of sea shanty, it's star shanty, which is based on a battle that takes place in the story. So let's do that. Just a sec. I gotta go grab my guitar. It's Barbarossa's birthday? Why did nobody tell me this? We should sing happy birthday. We totally should. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Barbarossa. Happy birthday to you. Yay! Happy birthday. How old are you today?
I think he's all of 7 now.
He's 7. Well, compared to us, I suppose he's 7. Sorry, I got a tune.
28, it's close to 7.
Oh yeah, right. I need a capo for this.
I'm not sure, Bob. I can't say for sure. If you were born on a leap year, you'd be 7.
Yeah, I don't know, Bob. That is bizarre. Claire says, I just realized something. Shanties are typically tall tales of fishermen and sailors in origin, right? The work songs, usually. They're designed to maintain the rhythm
Are
while
you
you...
muted?
Am I muted? I hope not. Hello? You got me now?
I can't hear you at
You
all,
can't hear
so
me at
if you're
all. Oh,
muted to
that's
me.
wonderful. Okay, I'm not muted on the mic there, I guess. Here? Am I back now? No. My headset pulled out while I was moving around, of course. Wouldn't it just be my luck for the damn thing to fail? Okay, you got me now? Ah, there we go. It automatically muted it when the headphone pulled out. Okay,
Ah,
so let's see. Yeah, that's the right key. Okay.
hello, Aegon. Welcome to the party. Sable's about to do a star shanty called the
Yes.
Queen's Dirk,
Yes.
if you remember it all.
What's that? Which I don't. Well, I was just reminding
If you can
myself.
remember it all.
Yeah, if I can remember it all. You know what? I've got the lyrics like on a website, so I'm going to put that in front of me because I'm so nervous today. I really want this to work that I just might screw it up. So we're going to put it in front of my face, and then I won't have to remember the lyrics, will I?
Wrote it down so I wouldn't have to remember.
Exactly. See? It all makes sense. Okay, you're going to hear it coming through the speakers on the recording here for a minute, but I'm going to pause it. Okay, good. All right, there we go. This is a filk of a tune called The Royal Oak. For those of you who are familiar with the genre, what a filk is where you take a song that already exists and change the lyrics. One of the earliest examples... Am I mute on the program? You guys can still hear me, right?
Nope, I can hear you.
Okay, so one of the earliest examples we have of this is Greensleeves, which was a set of lyrics written to an existing folk tune by King Henry VIII. So it's been going on for a long time, right? It tends to be associated with comedy. Basically, what Weird Al does is filk, but it's also big in the science fiction and fantasy community because people tend to do this a lot and then base stuff on books that they've read or movies that they've seen. You know, fandom songs. And they also write original pieces in those universes, but they're still called filk, probably because everything else was. Thank you for the hail hydrate, the lady writes. Good to see you. And hello, Masadi's. Good to see you. And Aaron said hi to Aegon, but I don't think I did, so hi. All right, let's see if I can do this here. You're going to have to look at my screen here for a minute. This is the Bandcamp recording. So... Ah, shoot. Okay, let me start that again. I'm sorry. as we were sailing along the star sea. We hadn't been gone months, not 2 nor 3, when we saw 10 sail of work, all men of war, full as big as we. Haul down your colors, you elvish dogs. Haul down your colors, do not refuse. Haul down your colors, you elvish dogs, or your precious lives you will lose. Our captain being a valiant elf, and a well-bespoken an elf was he. Let it never be said that we died like dogs, for we shall fight most valiantly. Go up aloft, your cabin boys, and mount the mainmast atop so high, for to spread the news to King Circe's fleet that will run the risk or else we'll die. Now the fight began about 6 in the morn, and onto the orbit of the sun. But at the rise of the next dawn, where we saw 10 ships, we couldn't see but one. For 3 we sank, and 3 we burned, and 3 we caused to run away, and 1 we towed to Dragon Harbor, for to let them know we won the day. If anyone then should inquire as to our gallant captain's name, well, Captain Evilith was our commander, and the Queen's Dirk was a ship by name. Ten minutes to go.
Happy birthday, Ron.
Oh yeah, it's Ron's birthday too. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, my wonderful friend Rowan. Happy birthday to you. Yay. Oh, hey, thanks for the bits, guys. Wow. Yay. Question: does Gunsmoke and Dragonfire have a dragon on the cover? If so, you're available in Waterstones UK. Awesome, for £13.95 in lazy math. That's about $23.25 Canadian. That sounds about right. Yes, it has a dragon on the cover fighting a cowboy on a unicorn or on a Pegasus. It's a beautiful, beautiful cover art created by Aaron Siddall for that book. Yay, happy birthday, Rowan! I ended up drumming alone. It was very good, says Claire. My mic is not picking me up properly. Well, I might be overpowering it. Sorry about that, guys. I have a pretty powerful voice. I am sitting away from the thing. Oh, hey, that's cool. Yes, Diana Paxson also contributed a story for that anthology, which is an amazing story where the Old West and the Norse pantheon meet. It's pretty cool. It's even available in Poland. Yay! Awesome. So yeah, I guess it actually you can find it out there in the wild in bookstores, which is great. So Aaron blanked himself out. What shall we do here? Oh, I need to copy the link to see it because Twitch broke it. Okay, you know what? Just for shits and giggles, and because Aaron is not currently visible, let's look at these links. Why not? We'll start with James' link. Yep, that's it. Yay, I'm excited that it's available at Waterstones. I did not know that. That is excellent. There you go. That's cool. Waterstones is very exciting for me. And available in Poland, that is also exciting for me. I am going to try... What are you doing? Oh no, I'm going to have to type this link. It won't let... Okay. Ha! Okay, I did get the link, so we can look at it. I will put on the music again now that I'm not playing. I will play again. Okay, it's really quiet music, but it's there. Nice! I hope that's not ridiculously expensive. But incidentally, if you live in a country where my book is out of your price range, like it's like, you know, ridiculous amounts because of the, you know, conversion rate, get a hold of me. I'll just give you the damn book, you know? Empik is one of the biggest bookstore companies in Poland. Yes. Okay, so... What? Retract your points then? What do you mean? Okay. Sing happy birthday to Rowan. I did. Oh. Yeah, okay. No, unfortunately, it would not be a Polish translation, right? Because translation, that's another thing that may appear on a future Kickstarter project. It's expensive. It costs about as much as editing, and the reason why is because it is hard. Right? There currently is a German translation of the first story in the Weird West Chronicles, which Artie did for me. I haven't uploaded it yet, though, because I'm kind of waiting for... And that's so far just going to be available in ebook, but... yeah, because I've been concentrating on this, but... And Erin is back.
Yeah, I just didn't want to interrupt while you were showing off your books on other sites.
Okay. Well, it was exciting. I didn't know that they were there,
Yeah.
so that's cool. Okay, awesome, Claire. I appreciate if you're going to buy a copy. That's cool. Okay, the comparison, A Dictionary of Law by Oxford University Press is £10.95, so that's not much more. Okay. All right, that's good. When you are self-publishing, you have to have a wholesale price that you price for bookstores, right? So, frankly, I don't make a huge amount of money on those because I have to pay that, and then I have to pay fees to the press that I'm using, and I think I end up making something like $3 a book, maybe $2. Right? But it's widely available that way, and I can tell you that I make about the same on the traditionally published royalties from The Witch's 8 Passive Power, which, what is it? It is 7 years later, right? It was published in 2014, was it not? Honey?
What's that?
The Witch's 8 Passive Power was published in 2014, right? Is that correct?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, okay, so 7 years later, I am still receiving quarterly royalties on that, I'm proud to say. Right? It's still selling reasonably well, which is great. And I make about the same, something like $2 a book. Right? But quarterly royalties, you know, get a few of those going and you might have a living, you know? I don't yet, but soon.
I couldn't believe the price on the 5th edition books there, Kayetan. Even in Canada, like a box set of the 3 main D&D books is $200.
Awesome, Amelie. Amelie says, I think I'll take you up on your offer to exchange translation for edits. Awesome. I want a French translation of everything so bad. And the reason why is because I am Canadian and half the country speaks French. And they don't speak a lot of English. So it's really important to me. One of the things I intend to do eventually is buy the language rights back from my publisher for The Witch's 8 Pass so that I can do a French translation, right? So, yeah. It's on the list. Isong, yay! Thank you. You're here just in time. We're launching in 3 minutes. Count them. 1, 2, 3. Right? So.
Oh, extension substitutions are
yeah. Yes, that's for what I was thinking too. Yeah, Bob says, yes, people don't realize sometimes how difficult translation can be. It's not just words, it's idiom as well. Yes, do you realize there's no word for gunslinger in German? This is something I learned because my Weird West story is all about gunslingers. So Artie had to be creative. There's a reason why the translator actually owns the copyright for the translated version. The author for whom they are translating has to license the use of it, right? And that's part of the contract.
How are you? Welcome to the chat.
Nice. Welcome. You have arrived on our launch day for the Kickstarter for my book, A Few Good Elves. We are launching the Kickstarter in 2 minutes. Yeah, Bob says, anybody who has encountered a word-for-word translation of Chinese user manuals can attest to difficulty. Yeah, true story. Yeah. Oh, well, that's perfect. Esong says, yay, I've been in certification meetings all day and lunch happened to coincide. Thanks, universe. Am I streaming Sunday? I'm actually off this weekend. Yes, I am.
Just type Kickstarter.
Yes.
Gives you all the information that you need for the Kickstarter.
Or I can do that because why not?
Yeah.
There we go. There is the link. Claire says, okay, so that sends my idea right out the window. I was going to use the translated rights as payment. Damn. No, the translator owns the rights because it is a creative work. They have to creatively translate what you want to do. What, I don't know. Are we talking about the 5th edition D&D books? Yes, we are. Okay, Kaya-chan says, do I want to know how awful they look? I bet they look great. I bet they're beautiful.
What's that?
The 5th edition D&D books.
At my store?
I don't know. Kaya-chan wanted to know how they looked. Hello, Laria, you're just in time. Actually, yes, it is time. So here we go. We are launching. We're going to go to, yes, this page. No, this page. There we go. Good news, my project has been approved. Yep, funding is all or nothing, guys. I am asking for, in Canadian dollars, $3,690.
Bunch hype. Second Samurai
Thank
subscribed.
you. Yay. All right. And we are live. So, if you have not seen it yet, here is the link. If you'd like to go there and support, and thank you, your timing is amazing, secondhand, and thank you also for the subscription. Yay!
Yeah.
Oh, that's easy compared to most. Hope you have stretch goals. Sometimes people are reluctant to pour money directly into books, right? When they're, but yeah, but maybe, I hope so. It's more than I was asking for my last Kickstarter project. The last one, I think I asked for about just over $1,200, and the first one I asked for $1,000. But I have learned more about what is involved in producing a book now. All right. So this gives me an opportunity to tell you guys about the rewards. I have something for everybody.
We have our first backer.
Yay! Thank you! Woot! Someone bought the ebook is my guess. That's great.
$10. What's that?
That's Abel Starhand, right? Or just support it because you believe in it. So Abel Starhand is the ebook and your name in the credits. Everybody gets their name in the credits. I think it's important to acknowledge the people who support you. That's been a tradition of mine. So that's, you throw me $1, you get that. All right. Maybe I'll read my story first. What do you think?
Sure.
Or do you think people should go there and read it because reading out loud the story is kind of boring? I don't know.
Yeah.
Number 1 backer, says Aegon. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Woot! You're amazing. I love you. Thank you. Thank you. That's awesome. All right, so the story, right? Hi, my name is Diane Morrison, and I'm a hybrid author, which means I've been both traditionally and independently published. I write science fiction and fantasy and pagan nonfiction under the pen name Sable Aradia. I'm asking for your support to help publish my novel, A Few Good Elves. The novel. A Few Good Elves is a labor of love. This story has haunted my thoughts for more than a decade. It was my first National Novel Writing Month project, and I finished the first draft the following February. Why, you might ask, has it taken me so long to publish it? Well, lack of confidence was part of it. I was a newbie writer, making a lot of newbie mistakes. Yeah, 10 years ago, I was totally just starting to go, okay, you know what? I'm going to try to make a career at this, right?
Yeah, it was a big thing, right? I had an accident which left me basically an invalid at the time. So she had to stay home and take care of me. She couldn't go to work, right? So she had the time to devote to her writing, because when you're staying home taking care of a guy who's an invalid, you don't have to do a lot. You just have to be there all the time, right? So it gave her the opportunity to plug into her writing and actually pursue it as an actual career.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Yeah. All right, so I was a newbie writer making a lot of newbie mistakes. Thanks for that, babe. But I've honed my craft quite a bit since then. I've also been published in a handful of pro science fiction fantasy magazines and semi-pro anthologies. I've won the occasional award and acknowledgement, and you've helped me to publish a story collection and an anthology myself. That's links to the other Kickstarters, by the way. The other reason is that a mashup of genres like this is a challenge to pitch. I've had a pro fantasy magazine tell me that if there are space stations in it, it's not fantasy. I've had editors tell me that I should tone down the violence to gear it to a young adult audience. I've had agents tell me that I should never pitch a book as a series. I'm not a stranger to the realities of publishing anymore. I seriously considered all of this advice, and I know it's good advice. But I believe in this story, and I know that others believe in it too. A fan even looked me up last year, who'd read the first draft on my blog 10 years ago, to ask me that most anticipated and dreaded writer question: are you done yet? The blurb.
We know Chris will be back in this.
I don't know. I promised him a signed hardcover because he's been waiting forever for this story.
Yeah, exactly.
So I don't know, but he's my number one fan. You gotta do that, right? A guy looks you up after 10 years to ask if you finished the damn story at... Yeah. You owe him some acknowledgement. Okay. Toy soldier, a derogatory slang term for an elven marine. Battles great and terrible, small and bitter, raged across known space as the wars of elves and orcs played out their legacy of hatred across the stars themselves. Epics would be written, songs would be sung, but wars are fought by real people with loves and families and homes. All Sunfall ever wanted to be was a star pilot. Raised on his father's ship, he has found an affinity for the stars. Although as a mixed-race elf and a bit of a troublemaker, he often runs afoul of his commanding officers. Now the orcs have returned to once again wage war on their ancient enemies. The fate of his people is at stake. Although he is too young, Shandar lies about his age to join up. But he is about to learn that no matter what the sagas say, war is no great adventure. Part naval adventure, part high fantasy, part space opera, and part war novel. A Few Good Elves is like nothing you've ever read before, and won't soon forget.
Shit.
What?
Somebody backed us at like $75.
Whoa, hey! Thank you so much, guys! Woot! Holy crap, they did so!
That's $75.
Thank you so much! Thank you for $1, by the way. I recognize that, but that's... Like, any support is awesome. I'm often flat-ass broke. I get it, right? I get it. It's cool. So anything that's contributed, that's why everybody gets their name in the credits, right? Because everybody... And I don't prioritize it either, by the way. I don't say so-and-so gave $1 and so-and-so gave $10. I don't do that. I put it all in alphabetical order by whatever name you tell me to use.
Yeah. Good night, Madam Claire.
Thank you so much for joining us, Claire. Have a good sleep, and I really appreciate your support being here. You went for the hardback! Yes! Thank you, Secondhand. Woot! The hardbacks look great, right? Like, I haven't seen obviously I need to get the proof of this one first before I know exactly what it'll look like, but I did both Gunsmoke and Dragonfire and Once Upon a Time in the Weird West in hardback, and they're beautiful. They're well constructed. They're not going to fall apart in 2 years. The art's beautiful. The jackets are gorgeous. It's good quality paper. It's worth it, right? Like, I really believe that they do a good job.
That's really cool. Yeah, and that's really awesome. He's long that you signed up for hardback too.
Oh, awesome, guys. You know what, Claire? I get it. I totally get it. If you don't have money to support, share the Kickstarter link, right? Share the stream. Shout it out to your friends.
Shout it out,
That's support too. And it's really appreciated.
Yeah, I appreciate it just as much.
I thought about physical, but I really do most of my reading electronically. Get what is going to be a benefit to you, Aegon. That's why there are different options. I even, for Basic Dragon specifically, put in an audio option. I wasn't going to. It's not an audio book. That will be a stretch goal, right? Because they're expensive to produce. But...
Yeah, and if we do, we're going to hire a voice actor.
That's right.
Probably Kahuna.
We're considering Kahuna. Yeah, if we make the stretch goal, we may very well hire him to do it because...
Yeah. Host is great, Madam Claire.
Yes, thank you so much. Yes, yeah. you know, you got to pay somebody to do stuff for you that you don't know how to do. You might as well pay somebody who's a friend who's competent, right? Want to link the social media launch posts? We can all retweet them. And now I'm like, did I do those? No, because I'm a moron. But you know what? We're going to do it right now. Here's what we're going to do.
Yeah.
Incidentally,
what's your most important advice for writing sci-fi, Sable?
make the universe consistent.
Yeah, make it make sense. It doesn't have to be realistic, but it has to make sense.
Yeah, my advice is, like, be consistent with your own rules, whatever they are. You can break the laws of physics, but break them consistently. Right? My secondary advice is physics work until they don't. Right? What I mean by that is that unless it's directly affected by the physics you are changing, keep it the physics we know. It will give your book more grounding. People will believe in it more and find it easier to suspend disbelief. So.
Good night, Claire. Thanks for the host.
Yes, thank you so much.
We're about a 12th of the way there now.
Oh, what? Really?
About 8%.
That's fast.
6 backers now.
Thanks, guys. Awesome.
You guys are awesome. Kellyanne went for the paperback. Nice.
Awesome. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. All right. So, why does it still say coming soon? Ah. Oh well.
We're now at 10%.
Thank you, guys. Wow, that's awesome.
We're now over 10%.
You guys are so cool. Thank you so much. I don't even know what to say. You guys are awesome. All right, here. So, like Secondhand said, I will provide the link as soon as Twitter responds to me. What are you doing? Okay.
It's being a bugger.
Yes, it's being a pain in my butt. All right, there we go. Here's the link. We are putting it in the chat. There we go. So if you want to share on Twitter, that is the post I just made there. I'm afraid that I'm not on Facebook, so there would be no point in me, there it is, okay. There would be no point in me posting anything from Facebook. What else can I post here?
Wireless Mouse 3, welcome. Glad you came over from the tavern. Travis is a good guy. We are just doing our Kickstarter launch, right? Right. We are just getting going, and
yeah, we just launched like 15 minutes ago.
Yeah.
It's not giving me my short link. Oh well. But yes.
Oh, it's Wireless Mouse. Okay.
The tavern sent me. Well, thank you, Travis, for sending you over. That's really appreciated. Yeah, Travis is awesome. Shout out to Travis, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's live right now too, isn't he? Yeah.
Yeah. Kahuna's live too.
Kahuna is also awesome.
Yeah.
Yes. All right, so let's see. I'm just seeing what I missed. Slow. What are you doing? Okay.
What is this here?
Tag World Anvil. Jesus Christ! Why did I not tag World Anvil? I'm so stupid. You're right.
Did you check out Emily's thing that she asked here, babe?
Oh no, I did not see. I will.
Good. I'm not too used to Kickstarter. Is there a way to combine several of the contributions since you don't include the kick bookmarks and arts with most of the higher contributions?
Oh darn! I wondered, but I should have just a minute here. That should be an add-on.
Yeah, is there an add-on that you can do?
Yeah, there should be. I have. Let's see. I don't think I can still edit. Oh, by the way, that's Basic Dragons Kickstarter, which is also running right now. Yes,
I can't
just
believe that they just flagged "You're not stupid." Why is that controversial?
okay. Looking at rewards here. I should have included both the bookmarks and the cards as add-ons. Yeah, I guess I should probably stop reading the story and then let people know what they can get, right? Let's see here.
I don't know how to do add-ons.
Did I not include the cards?
As add-ons?
Well, maybe that's what the problem is. I have a limited edition bookmark set, right? Which you get all of them, right? All the bookmarks. I can add a new add-on, so I'm adding it. So let's...
Hey Cal, how you doing, mate?
Hey! Thanks for joining us! It's launch day for the Kickstarter!
Wireless mouse, go to our Kickstarter, right, which Esong just put up there, and you can kickstart us there for the book.
Let's see. Okay, so what were you looking for there, Emily? Was it a single bookmark and the cards, or was it all the cards and all the bookmarks? By cards, I mean, postcard size, 5x7 postcard size prints of the original art that has been created for the book. So there's the cover image you guys have all seen on my World Anvil site, which I will post the link to there. There is the Toy Soldier Saga universe right there. At least it should be. There it is. Right, so the cover picture there, which was done by Aaron Siddall, and also the broader picture with a ship and an elf with like sort of swashbuckling type outfit, which you can find on my elf article there and a couple other places. The digital art of the starseed tree, which I created, and the original cover image, which Chaotica created. I hear the phone ringing in the background, so Aaron will be off for a minute. Yeah, so Emily, which one were you looking for? Let me put it up for you. And the shipping will be extra, I presume. Yes, unfortunately, it will. Right, and I have to tell you that shipping in Canada is stupid expensive. We do not have a media rate here. I have really tried to calculate for shipping to the best of my ability. I'm not I haven't even calculated things like express shipping into the calculations because they're, yeah. You were looking for all art, all ebooks, and physical signed copy of the book. Getting all the physical books would be a bit expensive with all the shipping. Uh, that's true. That's true. I do have that option. That's like my big high paid option for $350 plus roughly 50 to 70 bucks of shipping depending on where you are. And that's Canadian dollars, by the way, right? So considerably less for you Americans, right? You can have everything I've published so far in hardback and trade paperback that I can ship to you, right? And every ebook I can give you, right? So thanks, Cal. Cal has been working on a music project which we are resurrecting. I think it was like $15 extra Canadian to ship for Denmark. Yeah, I had to estimate broad shipping rate for Europe, right? So, and it varies from country to country, but finding out what that's going to be is very difficult because I would have to go to the post office with a bunch of postal codes that I have looked up from different places because they won't look it up for you, right? And do that. So okay,
Yeah, so we guesstimated, and we'll eat it if it costs more than that.
it won't.
It
I'm
won't.
pretty confident because I have, I've done this before, right? So I looked up what it cost me before and added a little bit more money on it, right? So just a tiny bit because adjusting for, you know, shipping in Canada has gone up in the past 2 years even. It's ridiculous.
We're already over 10%.
Are we really? That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, art cards. What did I make the reward for? Like what level was that at? Yeah, maybe I should like recite the different levels. Yeah, that was worth 25, right? Plus the bookmark there. So no, as an add-on, why don't we do it for 20?
Emily says she likes to see the big price in Canadian dollars because it's like getting a sale when she sees the price in pounds.
That's hilarious. Yeah, I know. Canadian money is funny. Okay.
Well, thank you, Wireless Mouse. That's really awesome of you. Right? Whatever you want can do to help out the Kickstarter is just great, and I know you're gonna enjoy the book.
Thank you
Right?
for your support. You don't even know us, so that's really cool of
Yeah,
you.
I know you're gonna enjoy this book. Right? Trigger warning: there is some really graphically violent scenes in it.
Look, I'm not gonna pull any punches here about it. I'll be honest
No,
with
it's a
you.
war novel.
It's a war novel. I don't sanitize the violence. I deliberately make that choice because war is awful, right?
Yep.
People do terrible things to each other in war.
We traumatized poor Sarah when she edited it.
She literally told me she had to put it down and come back.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember what I charged for shipping on the cards. I have to look that up. But I will do that. I hope the stream isn't lagging.
That stream seems to be doing fine.
Okay, good. I shut everything else down other than Chrome and the stream program and the music. That's it.
Show him your cup too.
Oh, yes. This is sort of like a prototype of merch. This is Lorna Sparkling Sky. She is a significant character in the novels, although you won't see her until book 3. And she is, this art was created by Jamie Buckley, commissioned for us. So, will the cards include her? Yes. Okay, so what did I
Are
charge
there
for that?
content warnings on the book?
Yeah, there will be content warnings on the book. For sure. I put some content warnings here on the site. Oh, that's the previous link. So, um, yeah, there's content warnings. It says, where is it here? Yeah, I said graphic violence, war, sexual violence. If you're thinking Game of Thrones, you're probably not wrong. I'm gonna be, I'm gonna be honest with you. So
Yes, Kayetan, the one from Wanted Hero. That Jamie Buckley, yes.
that's the one. Like I said, right? We have to pay someone to do stuff. We might as well pay people that we like, right?
And no.
And no, exactly.
Yep.
So,
The cover art is by Chaotica. She's a streamer that you'll see around here.
and an Anvilite.
And I give her a shout out.
Yeah, I certainly will. Yes, that's a great idea.
I don't type very well right now.
Having a sore hands day?
Yep.
Yeah, I get you. Haven't seen your face in a few minutes while I'm working on the Kickstarter stuff here. There we go. Laria says, I support that choice. I hate when violence is sanitized. I don't like violence, but if it's guaranteed, I'm not sure that's the word you were looking for, but okay, then it should be shown as brutal as it should be. Yeah, it's war, right? War sucks. And
yeah, I think what Laura was saying is that she doesn't pick up a book because it's violent, but if it's there, it should be as real as it is.
yeah, I don't do it for gore porn either, right?
Yeah, there's no gore porn in this.
I don't
No.
think that, it's fun, right? If it's there for a reason.
Yeah. There's no gore porn. There's no,
How many
yeah.
did I make available? 25, okay. Okay, shipping. I think that was 7, wasn't it? Oh, I've totally got this reversed. Oh well. Oh no, there was a reason for that this time, I think. I wonder if I can change it now. If somebody's already bought it, I can't. So, but it's still early. Because it's actually the other way around. It's cheaper for us to ship things to the United States than it is for us to ship it in our own country.
Yep, to ship it to another part of Canada.
This is criminally wrong, in my opinion.
Say it again. War. What
What's it good for? Absolutely nothing. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Did I miss anything in the description? Nope. Okay, that should do it.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. If gore porn is done for comical value, it's funny. Like the Evil Dead movies.
Okay. I love the Evil Dead movies. I have to cop to that.
It's fun, but it's got to be done comically.
How are we doing, by the way?
Right? Those movies like
Nice.
Saw and crap like that, I got no use for.
Okay, So, rewards. Here's what you can get, guys, if you haven't been there and you haven't seen. For $1, we say, thank you so much for your support. We will acknowledge you in the book.
Yep.
Right?
Get your name in the book.
And like I said, I don't prioritize it by how much money you contributed. I don't say, gold sponsors or anything like that. If you contributed,
Alphabetical sponsors.
I acknowledge you, right? And in alphabetical order by whatever name you want me to use. $5, ordinary star hand. You get a PDF copy of an introductory story, The Queen's Dirk, and you get your name in the credits. At $10, Able Star Hand, you get the ebook and your name in the credits. That's, I figured a lot of people would probably go for that one. At $15, Master's Mate, you get a limited edition Toy Soldier Saga commemorative bookmark signed by me, shipped to you, randomly chosen from 4 possible options. Right? At $20, Master, you get the ebook and the limited edition bookmark, again randomly chosen. Everybody gets their name in the credits. Right? $20 midshipman, get all the Toy Soldier Saga stories that have been written outside of the novels in PDF, except that if you are not 18, you do not get a copy of Eye of the Storm. It will not be included because that story is romance erotica. It is a grown-up story, and it is not intended for people under the age of 18. So, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Flower could actually see it now.
Yes! Yes. I know. Yeah. Right, so there are 6 stories in that collection.
Happy Day song, go adult, and
yes, thank you for joining us, Esong, and have a great rest of your day. And thanks for all the support. Right, yeah, so there's, let's see, 1, 2, 3 short stories, 2 novelettes, and 1 novella in that collection. It's actually more than 60,000 words on its own, all those short stories. $25 Ensign, you get all the short stories and the book in e-format. Lieutenant, you get all the art pieces. 5 art cards, right? Plus a random limited edition bookmark. Commander, $30, trade paperback.
All right, Aegon. Try not to let any moron rub off on you.
Thank you so much for the support, Aegon, and thank you for being here, and have a great rest of your day. $35 Captain. This is where I'm doing the audio format. Right? It will be me reading the book on a recording. It will include all of my coughs and cleared throats and all Aaron's coughing in the background.
Yep.
Right?
I smoke a lot of pot.
It is not an audio book quality, but it is an audio format if you really want that available. And it's a pretty decent quality recording. It's not hard to understand the audio. I've been doing this for a while for my patrons, although I am behind on it. I have been doing it, so I know I can do it. But look at the date. Delivery, realistically, you will have the entire story by the end of 2024. I will be doing it approximately 1 recording every 2 weeks. That is how that is going to be done, right? So if you really want the audio, I will release it on schedule and you will get it, and you can totally do it that way, but it's going to take a long time to deliver. I was not going to offer it because of the long delivery time, but Basic Dragon said that they really like books on audio, especially English books, so it's there. It's an option.
Wireless Mouse asks, what's the difference between a novella and a novelette?
Oh, length. Right? A novella is just shy of a novel. A novel is considered to be 50,000 words or more. A novella runs somewhere in the neighborhood of 20 to 45,000 words usually. The one that is included in that collection, Homefront, is, I think, 45,000 words. It's a big one, right? Honestly, a lot of it was built from stuff that I felt I had to cut out of this book. And the reason why is because this book was really long. This book is already 154,000 words, 44 chapters, right? I mean, like, it's about the size of a good thick space opera. And I couldn't keep it as big as it was. So I had to take that stuff, but I made another story out of it. And basically it's what happens to everybody else, right? So yeah, a novelette typically runs anywhere from, 10 to 30,000 words, right? A short story is anything that is less than 10,000 words. So yeah, that's the difference. I hope that helps and answers the question. And thanks for asking. It's a good question. Okay, you want the hardcover Rear Admiral? And we'll throw in an ebook copy to read while you wait. Right? Vice Admiral, you get a signed trade paperback and the ebook. Why is it so much more at $60 than at the $30 where I'm offering the trade paperback? Because
you have to ship it to us first.
Yes, because first I have to ship it to me, so I can sign it, and then I have to ship it to you, right? So that's why. Right, same thing.
Her arms are not 3,000 kilometers long, so she can't sign it where it is.
There you go. Exactly. Right. Admiral.
Okay, Wireless Mouse, go adult, and we thank you for your support.
Yes, thank you so much. You're really appreciated. Thank you. And thanks so much for your support. Thanks for dropping in. We stream writing and RPG related streams every day but Monday. You're welcome to join us anytime.
Here in 3.5 hours.
Yeah.
A RPG related stream called Ask an Old GM.
And I'll be back tomorrow for Diane Writes on at 1 p.m. Pacific. So.
Hello, Chrysalia.
Hey, Chris! Yay! Welcome to the Kickstarter launch stream. Thank you for joining. How are you? I hope you're well. It's good to see you. All right, so I was reading off some of the rewards. We're almost done. Admiral, signed hardcover, right? $75 Canadian. And the big one, High Admiral of the Navy, $350 Canadian. You get ebook copies of Gunsmoke and Dragonfire, Once Upon a Time in the Weird West, A Few Good Elves, of course, Chasing Fireflies. These are all the ebooks that I have available that I can just ship to you or send to you, right? You get signed trade paperbacks of The Witch's 8 Paths of Power, Cities of Dust, Plains of Light, Food on Their Table, which is a dystopian novelette that I self-published a while ago, right? Ooh, thank you for the dingy thing here.
Gift sub from Eli to Kaito.
Oh, thank you, Eli! Yay! Thank you so much for your support. That's amazing. By the way, don't miss it, guys. On the 3rd of July, we are going to have an epic team up. Eli, Basic Dragon, and I are all getting together on this channel starting at noon Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. UTC, 8 p.m. in the UK, and we will be doing a triple header Why You Should Support All of Us Kickstarter celebration. We will sing, we have interviews. We're asking each other questions about each other's books and projects, right? And it's kind of perfect. Basic Dragon's Kickstarter will be coming to a close. Mine will be in about the middle. Eli's will just be beginning. So.
Okay, James asks, where can he get the audiobook when it's released? Well, if we make the stretch goal to get the audiobook, anywhere audiobooks are released.
Pretty much, right? I have stretch goals, right? Let's see here. Like I said, they're expensive, yes. So down here, after my expenses, 5,000 Canadian, I'll commission a narrator through Audible and make an audiobook that way, so then it will only be available on Audible. If we make 7,000, as I looked up the price for the professional reader, guys, I will select a professional reader and pay them to make an audiobook from scratch, which will be licensed on all platforms, not just Audible. If we make $7,500, that audiobook will include licensed or commissioned music as well. Right, so there you go. Those are the stretch goals, guys. And I would really love to make an audiobook. I really think this would be great in audiobook. And like I said, we're seriously considering Kahuna for our reader. You could support 2 Anvilites in a big way if we make that stretch goal.
Yep.
So, here's hoping. Yeah, so anyway, you get
Well, we're
all the books.
already 11 backers and over $430.
Oh, wow, that's awesome, guys. That's
So
amazing.
we're
Thank
averaging
you.
about $42 a backer.
You guys are great. You guys are an amazing community. Thank you so much
Yeah.
for all your support. That is so appreciated. Now, do you guys want to hear about the add-ons, or should I leave that?
Add-ons.
Add-ons. Okay. Add-ons. Yeah, I guess I have to tell you, because otherwise it doesn't appear until you get the thing. Alright, so you can individually pick up pretty much any of the short stories, novelettes, or novellas on PDF. Those are all options. They are an additional $3 to $5. Right? You can get a list of my behind-the-scenes influences. It's a top 100 list. I did this for both the other 2 Kickstarters that we did. It, basically it's just some behind-the-scenes info. It's an extra $3. It tells you, right, where I got the ideas, where Aaron got the ideas, right? You can get, there's 2 or 3. I think I included all 3 in this. There are 3 star shanties that have been written so far that were inspired by the book or refer to events in the novel. You can have those. We'll send those to you in MP3 format. There are recordings of them, right? You can have the ebook as an add-on. If you're getting a higher tier and it doesn't include the ebook, you can do that. Or if you're getting like the art, right? You can get the ebook as an add-on, right? And then I just added the limited edition bookmarks and the art cards as add-ons as well. So, yeah. I like this add-on thing. This add-on thing was not there 2 years ago when I did the last Kickstarter. So,
Kaiten asked a question. What was the hardest thing to do while working on A Few Good Elves?
Writing some of the more graphic scenes, I guess, would be my answer for that. I did some serious research into like war and the effects of war, and it was pretty hard to write. I'm not going to lie to you. It was tough. Like, I had to take a whole day. I was in the middle of Nano, right? And I took a whole day. People who've done NaNoWriMo will know. That's like, whoa, right? To just steel myself to do it. That was the hardest part. After that, I'd say cutting out the adverbs and making sure the pacing is good. Been well, says Chris. I can relax a little now. Oh, good. Is school finally the bloody hell over? That would be great. That would be great. Let's see. Other people complaining about the mail? War. War never changes. Yes, the Warhammer fans will know. Yeah. Yep, only want to start with the first book in paperback. Yep, well, that's fine because this is just coming out. Well, we're almost at 11 o'clock already. We seem to have come to a bit of a momentary lull. Shall we take a break, do you think? Ah, here we go. What questions, says Eli, what are you most looking forward to with this release? That's a good question. I've wanted to do this for a long time. This was the first novel I ever fully completed a draft of, right? Like I was, you know, and you know, not even everybody in my life is, entirely certain about my obsession with this project, right? I really want to see it out there. I hope it's a success because it means a great deal to me, right? I think it's a really good story. I think that everybody I can honestly say that everybody who has read it has begged me for when the rest of the story is going to be done. I do not ever hear I do not recall anybody ever saying anything like meh, right? Or even that they didn't like it. Except Jamie, who did not like my beginning, but he never likes my beginnings. So yeah. I don't know if that's exactly what you were
Jamie
looking
never
for.
likes your beginnings.
Never. Right. He's usually my editor, and he usually edits them considerably. So it's fine. Everybody's got their own things they're not as good at. It's totally cool, and things they're great at. Kayetan asked, does writing graphic scenes affect the writer the same as reading it? Well, yeah, because you have to be in it, right? Like, you have to be in that moment and trying to really empathize with what your character is experiencing if you are going to make it, like, if you are going to make it believable, right? You have to feel it to describe it. Right? Yeah, it's hard. After I finished writing a couple of the scenes in there, I put the book down and I went and cried for an hour. I'm not even gonna lie. It was rough.
Barbarossa asks, any advice or recommendations for writing military fantasy?
Any advice or recommendations for writing military fantasy? No advice that you need, Barbarossa. I honestly...
Logistics. That's what I tell everybody who wants to write military fantasy, right? Is that think about the army.
Logistics.
Yeah.
Where are they getting the money to pay the soldiers? Where are they getting the supplies to feed them? How are those supplies getting to them? How much ammunition do they have? Right? What happens when they run out of ammunition? Right? Yeah, logistics are a big thing, and they're often neglected in military science fiction and fantasy. But not good military science fiction and fantasy.
Yeah, if you look at Star Wars, they neglect logistics entirely.
Yeah, I mean, like, frankly,
Like guys flying around in hyperspace in fighters, where are they taking a piss?
where are they putting food in the X-Wing?
Right, for these guys who are flying to the next mission in their X-Wing. Right? They skip it entirely. Right? And it makes for good fantasy, but it does not make good for good military fantasy.
Yeah, and that's why Star Wars is not a military fantasy, even though it is all about a war.
Yes, Emily knows all about it because she's doing the engineering core in her world.
Yep.
Right, which is all about logistics. That's what they do.
Yep, exactly. Barbarossa gets it too. His rifle mages. Yeah. What happens when we run out of ammunition? My mages will be very upset and start wildcasting. Yeah, well, you got to know that, right? And then how long can they wildcast for, right? Just keep stuff like that in mind.
Wildcasting do.
The other thing... Oh, no, sorry, go...
As far as it goes militarily, what can wildcasting do? Does it cause damage? Does it disrupt enemy lines? Does it, you have to know that stuff.
The other thing to keep in mind is strategy. Okay? People do not do things for no reason in a war. Right?
Okay, that's not true. Units don't do things for no reason. People do things for the stupidest reasons in a war.
All right.
But that's individuals. Right? An individual might rape a pig in the middle of a war. But a unit is not about to go on a raping spree.
Fair enough. Yeah, okay, the guys who are making the decisions at the top.
Yeah.
do not do stupid things for no reason, usually.
Right.
They have a plan. They know what they're trying to accomplish. Remember what Clausewitz said, right? War is the continuation of politics by other means. Right? So...
Welcome, Natalia.
Hello, Natalia! Welcome! It's the Kickstarter launch!
She totally forgot this was today, but she is here.
Thank you for being here. We appreciate it.
Yeah, usually, says Emily. She's responding to that.
Yes, usually.
Yes, usually. I was an officer, right? And the biggest thing that they tell you is that if you have no plan, just yell, "Follow me in charge." Right? Because some plan is better than no plan.
Yeah, any plan is better than no plan.
Better than no plan. Even if it's the stupidest plan, it's better than no plan.
Yeah, so those are my two advice. Remember logistics, remember strategy.
Generals definitely do stupid things.
I hear a dingy thing. That means that Sarah is here.
Sarah!
Hello, welcome.
Oh, too many buttons. Okay.
Probably handy like buttons.
They're handy until you're like, which one do I push? I don't know.
Well, thank you for coming.
I apparently did not switch the time zones when I entered this into my calendar.
Oops. That's all right. You're here now. It's good. It's good. I would ask how you are, but I happen to know that we've both been under a lot of stress because Conduit coming up. So that's been a challenge.
Yeah.
Which, these things always are at the last minute. For those who don't know, we are doing a online Twitch writers conference called Writers Conduit. It will be on the weekend of June 25th to 27th.
That's next weekend.
I know, right?
Wait.
I heard about that.
Well, not this coming weekend. In a little under 2 weeks.
I've heard of that. A general once ordering planes to stop in air.
Okay, that was totally back to what we were previously talking about before Sarah got here, just so that she's not totally lost.
Non sequitur.
Yes, but yeah, so we have something like 78 panels lined up. There's something like 50 different participants. Speaking of logistics, sorting this out has been a logistical nightmare. Right?
Right.
And tell.
Again, right? One of those things where we're like, hey, we have this idea. Maybe some people will be interested. Let's try this out. All of a sudden, boom! There's like 1 million people. It's huge. We're like, I don't know how to handle this. So, but it's gonna be good, right? The everything's pretty much lined up now, right? We're just putting the final touches on things.
At this point, we could literally take what we have, turn it loose, watch the entire world burn, and people would still have fun with it. Yeah, exactly.
If you took a button and you put it in a cave in the middle of nowhere with a large sign on it that said "End of the world switch, do not push," the paint wouldn't even have time to dry.
Right?
The facts right there. Yeah.
Because humans will do anything just to prove it's possible.
Yep.
So like Aaron was saying to Kayatan said earlier, this was in regards to our previous discussion, because the question was, what's your advice for writing military fantasy or science fiction? And I said logistics and strategy, right?
Yep.
So Kayatan said, my history teacher, who was a soldier, we were talking about people usually don't give stupid, like, people in charge have reasons for doing the things they're doing. There is a political objective. They're not just throwing people into the meat grinder for no reason. They think they have a plan. It may not be a good plan, but they have one. So consider that, right? They don't usually do stupid shit for no reason, but Cayetan apparently said, and I did not know this, my history teacher, this keeps disappearing on my page here, just a sec. My history teacher, who was a soldier, told me once that a general ordered the planes to stop in air. Good luck with that.
Okay, I have a military story.
Cool.
Which is fabulous because I've never been in the military, but my brother was in the military. And so once upon a time, my brother was in the military. He's in the Navy, and he had just gotten out of boot camp and just got assigned to a huge aircraft carrier. And like, it was, at the time, it was like one of the biggest ones that we had or something, whatever. And then 9/11 came along, and guess what? So
yep.
he gets sent out, and apparently they were one of the last ones to arrive at, you know, any place significant because they had to turn around and come back. And the reason for this is because on a military vessel, there are very specific people in charge of very specific things. You have the person in charge of, you know, making sure that all of the food is loaded and situated. Nobody else does it. Just that one person does it. Right. You might have somebody double checking their work, but one person does it.
They're assistant.
Right. So apparently the reason that this huge aircraft carrier, which is designed to carry aircraft, had to turn around and come back is because they forgot the planes.
Oh, wow. They forgot to pick up the planes.
They forgot. It's an aircraft carrier, and they forgot the aircraft.
I am stealing that whole hawk. That's going to happen somewhere in the story now.
I have another one. Okay, and this is an example as to why, because I'm going to add on what I would have done in reaction to this. So this is an example of why I am not allowed to join the military.
Right.
If you can send him some lyrics.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay.
So during the holidays, the guys would get presents and stuff, packages delivered from their homes, you know, their families and stuff. And one of the biggest deliveries of, you know, packages from home was being dropped onto the Stennis. And the way they do it is they have the Marines bring a helicopter out, and they just drop the mail onto the deck. Now, again, like one of the largest aircraft carriers in the fleet, and they missed. And so all the mail fell into the ocean.
No!
And the reason I will never be allowed to join the military is because you can bet your ass I'd have been sitting at the edge of that boat throwing sticks in the water, telling the Marines to go fetch.
Oh my!
Like, how do you miss?
Wow. Well, actually,
you have to say they're Marines.
Honestly, the maneuver is pretty difficult. So
not on an aircraft carrier.
No. Okay.
Yeah.
He knows how to fly a helicopter. He used to do it for a living.
Yeah. The problem is this particular.
Winds, yes, it would be. But
the problem is this particular aircraft carrier is like the size of 2 football fields.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
wow.
I mean, yeah. I guess they were like going for a drop point somewhere near the edge because, you know, if they missed it and they were in the middle.
If the winds were high or the storms were high, right, and the waves were high, they would have to drop from a considerable height.
Yeah.
Right? Because they can't get that low. There's wires and stuff running around on that ship's deck, right? And so they can't be that low to the deck, and the winds up there can get insane. Like,
Yeah.
shove a 747 around.
Yeah, I'm sure that it was something
Yeah, I
like
know.
that. It's just the whole thing.
The
It's like,
whole thing.
wow, you got
Yes.
one job.
Yeah, you had one job, exactly. Oh wow, that's hilarious. We forgot the planes.
So,
Yeah, I mean, okay. Well, yes, moving.
I think the
Okay.
captain was wondering as they headed to harbor, I feel like we're forgetting something.
Yeah.
right? Like, see, and that's what I'm thinking. It's like, so, because I mean, they made it like halfway out before they noticed and turned around. So I'm sitting there going, did nobody think to check that? Like,
Well, I'm sure they
maybe
didn't forget all the planes, but they probably forgot a flight of them or something that they needed.
something. I don't know.
But
I love that story. I will tell that to my grandchildren.
Well, I can tell you that when you
tell
deal
that
with,
to your brother's grandchildren.
yeah, maybe what, okay, maybe they did forget all the planes. I can totally see that, right? And I can totally see every guy in the chain of command going, I don't fucking know. People do stupid orders all the time. Maybe there's some reason we don't have planes. Whatever, let's go. I can totally see it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So, I love the military because I mean, there's no real other way to organize that many people.
No.
And yet, because of the way they're organized, every now and again something just slips through, and it's like, wow.
Yep, true story. I'm sure that my friend Graham could tell us some stories. Oh, hello, Swiftness. Thank you for the raid. Welcome. You have joined us in our Kickstarter launch stream for A Few Good Elves. I'll post the link again. If you want to back the Kickstarter, it is now live. And you can do so here. And there's something from $1 to $350. That's in Canadian money. Just FYI. So, ebook at $10 Canadian. Right, so lurk for pudding. I don't blame you for lurking for pudding. Barbarossa says, my funniest story was that I was in the Civil Air Patrol and we were given a military scenario about two fleets that were about to come in contact, and we were told the one fleet could not move and the other fleet had to bypass them. We were thrown off by this until I noticed the odd number on one of the fleets and turned to one of them and said in a low tone, that's not a fleet, that's a lighthouse. Turns out my commander was playing a joke on us. Also, a good way to make sure you are paying attention and your reading comprehension is in order when you read your orders.
Okay, that's just weird. Onion is flagged.
What?
It flagged onion.
Well, I mean, we all know how thick the onion is.
I guess.
That is some kinky onion right there. Onions have
Wow.
layers. Onions are like parfaits. And layers.
No problem if you're napping there, Eli. Thanks anyone who has joined us at all. And yeah, if you got a lurk, we're cool.
Awesome, guys, thank you. How are we doing here? Let's see.
These soft, dulcet tones of our laughter.
12 backers, $432.
Nice, guys. Woot!
Yay!
Thank you so much for your support, guys.
Oh, we just went up to 15 backers and $689.
That's cool.
Yay.
Thanks, guys. Thanks so much for your support.
Awesome. This is awesome. Thank you. We're already a fifth of the way there, babe.
Yeah.
I had to jury rig a picture for A Few Good Elves so that I could include your Kickstarter in my newsletter.
Oh, well, that was nice of you to do.
Yeah.
But
Then you did
Have a
narrow
good
not.
night.
I like a bunch of people who've never been in the military sharing war stories.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well,
Yeah, Aaron was. Aaron was in the Navy. Yeah, but otherwise, yeah.
Besides, it's funnier the way I said it.
Okay, I'm kind of stunned at the price of Hamburger Helper in Australia right now. I'm sorry. Wow. It's not even that good. Make your own. It's better.
Yeah.
Good night, Cayetan. Thank you for joining us.
A little bit of seasoning, a little bit of tomato paste.
Maybe something to sweeten it a bit with. It's always sweeter than just the tomato paste. If you want to imitate the taste of Hamburger Helper.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right. And Barbarossa is, however, a historian, so I like to hear his stories about wars too. Right? He says, so one of my neighbors back in the day of my youth was part of D-Day and was placed on a unit to guard Winston Churchill as they discussed plans with the French resistance. During this visit, they went to a restaurant and Churchill ordered a steak. Suddenly, the French chef runs into the kitchen and grabs a bottle of wine and threatens to kill Churchill for putting steak sauce on without... I've heard this story, without tasting it. Yeah, long story short, my neighbor knocked out a French chef. That is awesome.
Well, I'm going to say, first of all, the French chef was correct. And second of all, so was the neighbor.
There you go. Yep.
Always taste it first.
It takes to defend Paris?
This is an old joke.
Emily's going to hate me for this one.
Uh-oh. I'm going to say none for a funny reason.
Yeah, none because it's never been tried.
The French resistance.
Hello, Toblin. Thank you so much for the raid.
Hey, Toblin.
How are you today? Raid from the cultists. Welcome to the cultists. We're always glad to have the cultists. And
all hail whichever cult we're following.
It's Toblin's cult. I don't know what they're actually called, but
the cult of Toblin. Okay.
Yes,
I can get behind that.
And they are always welcome. It is awesome to see you. I hope you stream it well. And I never get to be rated by you because I'm never on it this time. So this is really cool. I really appreciate it.
Right. So support us on Kickstarter. Here we are.
And Aaron's typing.
This is our Kickstarter launch stream. So this is what's going on here. We launched an hour and 8 minutes ago.
We did. Oh, they are the children of the Cataclysm. That is the cult that they are.
Right.
That's right.
So, head there and support. Oh my god, we were up to over $700.
Holy crap, guys.
Yay!
Thank you so much. You guys are amazing.
You guys are awesome. You guys are the most amazing community out there.
Thank you for wishing me luck there, Toblin, and enjoy your supper, and I'll see you later. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, and thanks for the raid.
Wait,
it's great.
Go beyond your flesh, join the cybernetic... Wait, is there wetware?
That's the cult of the Children of the Cataclysm.
Is there wetware? Can I plug directly into Google, please?
What?
Do I get to shoot people? That's all I want to know.
Well, it's a doomsday cult, so probably.
Okay, I'm in.
Okay.
Aaron's gonna be that computer from War Games.
Yes. Yes, totally. Totally see it.
As I say, eat human. It's the only ethical way to eat.
Facts.
Good night.
Well, at least they deserve what's coming to them.
Right.
Although, I would make the same argument for pigs.
No, pigs are cute.
Pigs are cute, but so are children. So,
But
I'm just saying, the porcine family would eat me given half a chance, so I must eat it first.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
And people come in as we're talking about cannibalism. This is wonderful.
And as far as I'm concerned, pigs have made the dual sin of being both pink and delicious. So
True. But see, that's the same line of thinking that makes me wish that instead of chicken and turkey, we had more goose and swan. Because those birds need to be taken out.
Those are evil freaking birds. They're just malicious, nasty birds. They're genuinely possessed by Pazuzu. I don't have any problem there.
They pretend to be pretty. They ain't pretty. They that way.
No, yeah. I live in Canada. I know they're nasty creatures. I do feel faintly bad about eating pigs, though. They're smart enough to know what's happening.
A paperback copy will be Syracus's.
Yay! Thank you so much for your support.
But at the same time, I look forward to the day when I will be eaten by mushrooms and other microbes in the decay of my existence. So,
there you go.
Yep,
give it back. That's right. I agree with that completely.
Yep. Sentience does not preclude predation.
That is true.
I plan to live forever. So far, so good.
Sorry, I'm with Freddie Mercury on this. Who wants to live forever? Nobody wants to live forever.
I do.
I just want to live long enough to consume every single form of media that strikes my interest. The fact that would take thousands of years is irrelevant.
All my enemies float down the river.
Books. It says, Lorraine swoops in to grab books. Here you go. This is where you can grab the books. This is the book we are doing the Kickstarter for. Yes. You can, basically, you can do it like a pre-order, right? You can get an ebook, you can get a paperback copy, you can get a hardcover copy, you can get them signed. You can get collectible art, you can get some behind-the-scenes stuff, you can get PDFs of the various stories that have been published, or even one that hasn't been published yet in that series. You can get some music. There's like a couple of star shanties that I've written that are related to the stories. You can have them. Hey, Stretch, good to see you.
Did the black hole get you?
I will totally donate a book of your choice, Sable, in order to get a group of people sending in themselves singing one of your shanties.
Wow, that's really nice of you. That is awesome. Okay.
I would totally do that because I want to see that. I want to see that happen. That needs to... I need this in my life, yes, okay? You have no idea what I've been through. I need this in my life.
Stretch, yes, the word onion was modded.
All right. It's a challenge, guys. We'll do it. I will post the links here. This is where you can find them. There is the Queen's Dirk, so you can listen to them online.
TikTok yourselves, baby. TikTok.
Hit that back to project button.
Right, and the other one is Sink the Vengeance. I hope that I can get a link to it here. Yes, I can, because I'm logged in. Normally you will not be able to find this at this link because it's a bonus track on this album, but you can find it here. And both songs are also on YouTube, on my YouTube channel with videos. The lyrics are in the descriptions. In these Bandcamp listings, the lyrics are on the page, right? So yeah, if you want to do that, Sarah is putting up her book. I don't know, like your books are all so good.
Just share the stream, share the Kickstarter, let people know about it, Stretch. All that kind of support is really helpful too. So
that's right. That's right, and it's 30 days, so maybe you can afford to in 2 weeks. You never know. So
yeah, you never know, right? And if you can afford to give $1, you can afford to give $1. And if you can't, you can't.
And I've been flat ass broke. I totally get it, guys.
Yeah,
exactly. I'm not. I promise you, I'm not gonna. My feelings will not be hurt. I appreciate any support you can give.
Ooh. Yeah. We have a written shanty. shanty being written.
Yes, he's already shared the chorus with me. It's
An onion is a synonym for a lesbian.
Well, all those words
I
are
don't
blocked.
understand that.
Right, like Automod for Twitch doesn't want us to talk about being queer at all. They're not interested in using the word gay, lesbian, trans, bi, they don't want to hear NB, they don't want to hear any of it. They censor it all.
Maybe I'm just dense here, but I have no idea what an onion and a lesbian have in common.
You know what? I'm bisexual, and I'm not sure I get it.
I'm trisexual. I'll try anything once.
Like, what is the deal with that? I don't.
Yeah, so some of the
them make
slang that
sense.
people come up with is just like, what? Were you high? Yeah, that's probably it.
Apparently, onion is also another word for an ounce of Coke. Okay. Oh, I hear Lorraine cackling there.
Uh-oh.
This is good.
She bought a book.
She bought a book. Yay!
I'm sure.
Let's double check and see how we're doing.
We're over $800.
Oh, I guess I better refresh this page.
18 backers.
That is awesome, guys.
Oh. Somebody retracted their bid.
Oh, well, that happens. That's okay. Somebody changed their mind.
I love the fact that a female superhero is also a drug, heroin. And I love the fact that if you mix, it's heroin and something else, I want to say cocaine, is called a goofball.
Yep. Heroin and cocaine is called a goofball.
So apparently, I've been calling people drugs and just not knowing it.
Okay, Lorraine is trying to correct her pledge because it wasn't the right tier. Okay, no worries, we understand.
Okay.
See, this is why you outside of parties like this, you should not micromanage your Kickstarter. You'll go crazy.
Yeah, no, that's a fact. That's a fact.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you micromanage it for the launch party, and then you check it once a day.
Yeah, pretty much. When you're like, thank you, Lorraine. That is awesome of you.
Yeah, you're awesome, Lorraine.
Yay.
Yeah, so yeah, speaking of, by the way, I'm adding some additional streaming to my schedule for the length of the Kickstarter. Mm-hmm. Right? We'll write up like a page about this challenge too, actually. Their author goddess, that's awesome, because I appreciate that. For those who did not hear, she is donating a copy of one of her books, which we will have to decide on which one, right? Because they're all awesome. Right, but she will be donating that to people for singing my star shanties and then sending in videos of themselves doing so. Is that correct? That is what you're doing.
Indeed.
Awesome.
I want to see people sing.
Like female either.
If you dress up like Captain Jack Sparrow and do a piratey jig as well, bonus points. I need that in my life.
I'd love to see that too.
Definitely need that.
This is very cool and very kind of you to do that. Maybe we should put it to a poll since people are here right now. What book would you like her to... What book do you want to get from her? I have to grab my mouse. Just a second. For the other computer. Hold on.
I don't think there are enough poll options.
Well, I'm waiting for Rule 4.
I knew you were going to do that.
Well, so am I.
Okay.
Oh, wait. Yeah. I wrote it.
Right.
I can have it.
Because
it's so sad when you get excited about the book you're writing, and then you're like, oh, I already know what happens now. I can have it. There goes the surprise.
Yeah, it's like, I want to read this book for myself. Yeah. Totally get it.
Have you ever read one of your book blurbs and been like, yeah! Damn it!
Yes! I've also gone back and read something that I left like ages ago because I was like, oh, this is garbage, fuck this. And then you come back to it and you're like, this is a good book. Have you ever done that?
There multiple times I come back to a project, or like right now I'm doing World Anvil articles on my first 3 books, so I end up rereading a lot of it, and I'm just like, dang, whoever wrote this is good. Oh wait, it's me.
Yeah.
Yes, it sucks. Sucks so bad.
It happens because sometimes you just you spill out stuff in a flood of inspiration, and then you don't look at it, and then you come back and you're like, oh yeah.
The only story I ever wrote was a flood of inspiration that I've never written again.
Now, fair enough. We still have that somewhere, don't we?
That's my introduction to goblins.
Aha. Well, what about your Brothers of the Storm?
I never finished it. Never even came close.
That's true. You didn't finish it, but okay.
Never came close. I got the first 3 chapters done.
What are we putting up for option, by the way? So, Too Weird, obviously.
Yeah.
Which is, the start of an amazing series called The Rune Spells, that if you have not read it, you should. That is Sarah's series there. She is on book 4 that, is coming out at some point. I don't know if we have a publication date on that yet.
It is, I can't remember if it's the 4th or 11th of November.
There you go.
Either the 1st or 2nd Thursday.
Okay, so there you go. So it's coming in November, right? They're all excellent, right? They're all excellent books. I'm a big fan of the series. We did an editing exchange with a few good elves. I edited Blood of the Moon for her. That's the 4th book. I still owe her a lot more editing because we're doing it by workout, and A Few Good Elves is a big fat book, but she's amazing. So this is not a chore, right? I look forward to this. It's like being the alpha reader. It's really cool. So, all right, what else are you putting up for possibles?
Short stories.
Okay.
And for those who have already read the first book, Fluffy Bunny can also be an option. Okay,
that's cool. Yeah.
Not to be read by anybody under the age of 18.
No, that too is a non-sanitized book.
Really,
it's
after
ironic.
The first book, just,
frankly,
I'm not old enough yet.
Yeah, you're not old enough to read these books.
Legit.
I'm not sure where that came from, but oh my goodness. I think I traumatized myself.
Okay, so short stories just like broadly, or a short story, or what?
Well, okay. You know what? Let me pull up the spreadsheet.
There you go, the spreadsheet.
Yes, because I have a spreadsheet that I keep track of all of my works, and I titled it The Spreadsheet.
Nice.
Because, why not?
Because it is the spreadsheet. The most important document you have in your life as a writer is, what have you written?
Yep. Okay, so,
what are we going to drink?
Let's see. Do we want over a specific word count or no?
You know what? You're the one being generous, so I'm not about to look a gift horse in the mouth. Right? Lorraine wants to know if there's a short story compilation.
I have a short story compilation. However, it was like one of the first things I published, so it's not something I'm bragging about.
Gotcha. That's fair.
It was on further reading. It's a little rough. Okay, so there's Scarborough Fair, Slings and Arrows, Free Gift with Purchase, Precious Scars, Time and a Place, Carrier, Dragon Trains and Wagon Tails, Superpowered Anonymous.
Okay, you know what?
Impact Warning and Switchblade Tattoo are the ones that are out.
Let's call it short story of your choice. Because there's a bunch of them.
And then, do you want to include the Hot Fay Nights?
Yes. Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe.
No, because we can't give that to anybody who's under the legal age, right? So we want something.
No naughty.
Yeah, Hot Fay Nights. You tell me what it's about, right? Yes. Good stuff too. By the way,
it's elves.
It's elves. It is elves.
It's elves.
That is true.
Yeah, I should do a short story compilation. The big problem is most of these are also found in anthologies. Most of my short stories are also in anthologies, and I really hate to take away from the anthologies by doing a collection. So I think those are going to wait a few more years before I start compiling them.
That's fair. I understand that. I finally have plans to put out The Teeth of Winter this year at some point, right? Which is the 7th Weird West Chronicle.
Mm-hmm.
But I've been waiting because it's in Gunsmoke and Dragonfire, right? And again, I don't want to take away from the anthology. It's a great anthology.
Right. Yeah.
Hey, I was telling a story at the beginning of the stream. Guess what I found out? It's so weird.
Uh-oh.
Okay, have you heard of that show, Love, Death, and Robots?
I've heard of it, yes.
Okay.
I know nothing about it.
Okay, you should watch this show. It's fucking amazing, right?
I've heard that.
Yeah.
That's what I know about it.
It's sort of like the Twilight Zone or Amazing Stories in that it's like little vignettes, right?
Oh,
and
cool.
These, except they're all animated, and they're animated by different people, right? With different styles, and you can get like anything. Also, they're not afraid to go for the gore or the sex or whatever, right? They'll just tell you the story. This is Netflix.
I think I've seen this before, except we called it heavy metal.
Yes, it's a lot like heavy metal. Actually, it reminded me of heavy metal too, right? But they're all based on short stories that are being written by popular science fiction writers of now. Right, it's not a 50 years rehashed plot. It's not Bradbury or Philip K. Dick or Heinlein or Clark or Asimov again, right?
Yeah.
It's like stuff people who are winning awards and whatnot now. Okay, so I saw this episode last night because I was watching it to relax because I couldn't sleep. Right, and it was called All Through the House, and I'm like, okay, so this is your obligatory Christmas episode, fine, right? But okay, if you've been watching the show, it's not going to be normal Christmas. There's going to be something that is really fucked up, right? So you're like, okay, I'm waiting for it, right? I'm not going to spoil it, but it was exactly as fucked up as I figured it was. It was awesome. I really enjoyed it. And then I, was watching the credits at the end, and a guy named Joachim Heinerman wrote the short story that it is based on. If you don't recognize the name, that guy was one of the Gunsmoke and Dragonfire authors. He wrote a wonderful story about a gunslinger who encountered like Cthulhu mythos kind of shit. It was great.
Nice.
So I'm like, why didn't I hear you had written something for this? So I have to poke him on Twitter and find out why I didn't know. That's the man. That is the man.
Nice.
Yes. Joachim, Heinerman. Yeah, Heinerman's. Yeah, he wrote, he'd written this episode. I was like, I know that name, I know! Great, so I was so excited. And yeah, it was great too. So I was very excited. That was cool. Have I posted my Kickstarter anywhere on the World Anvil Discord, or is that a no-no? Asked Bob. I haven't, because I do not see a channel that would be appropriate. Right? So if there is one, tell me. I'll post it in the Sage channel. I know it's appropriate there. Strut says, I tried watching that Love, Death, and Robots. Just 10 minutes in, I was thinking, what the fuck is this? Turn it off. Okay, you would like to go and watch, I know you will like, an episode called The Secret War. Go look for that one, Stretch. You'll like that. Okay? I promise you. Alright, so what we've got is Too Weird or Fluffy Bunny and a short story of your choice. Or is there anything else that we're putting up for the poll?
Oh, I don't think I've written anything else.
Okay. That's fine. Here's the poll. We're running it for 3 minutes. We're starting it now. Make your vote. Let me know what you want. If you did not hear the initial question or challenge, Sarah is challenging you to record yourself singing one of my star shanties and send it to me. Right? And if you do that, I think that's the understanding. If you do that, you will receive a copy of whatever this is, whichever one you guys vote for. So I will post the links to my star shanties again. This is Sing the Vengeance, or Sink the Vengeance. If you want, I'll post it, says Bob. That way it's not a shameless self-promotion. If you would like to, I would always appreciate that. 100%, guys, you always have my permission to share and post the link. Right, here is the Kickstarter link again, if somebody needs to know it. Why does he sound Dutch? Because he is Dutch, actually. Yes. You're right, Purple. He's Natalia, he is Dutch.
It's amazing.
Look for Good Times Society. It's for Becca Scott and her husband. Becca works for Geek and Sundry. Okay. DM me the information, please. That would be great. Yeah, anywhere you can think of to promote it, you want to promote it, please do. Share it everywhere.
We are not looking for production value. We are looking for enthusiasm.
That's right.
I want to know that you have drank an entire bottle of rum and are currently eyeing your parrot as either a meal or a love interest. Then I will know you have embraced the pirate heart.
That's brilliant. Yeah, you don't even have to be on key.
If you're like sharing this at your local church group or anything like that, you go right ahead.
Yeah, leave off the your parrot is a love interest part.
Yeah, so those are the 2 links for my star shanties. If you guys want to record a version of yourself singing it and put it in a video, because we're going to put it together as a compilation. That's the other thing. We are going to show this on the stream. It will happen. Which reminds me, Shadow asked me ages ago, streaming more, are we? Yes, we are. We are going to be... Where is my calendar? Okay, so this is going to look ludicrous here in a minute, but... Alright.
Ludicrous speed.
Ludicrous speed. So, we're going to add a Diane Wright's Kickstarter edition stream, 12 p.m. Pacific on Thursday. That will directly follow the World Anvil stream for those of you who follow World Anvil. It will run for 2 hours, and then we will do Diane Actually Writes. Right, so the Kickstarter edition is basically I will be working on world building in the Toy Soldier Saga universe. I will answer questions about the books. You know, I might read some stuff from it. I might, do some music. I might have special guests on, right? So that's the deal there, right? And then Diane Actually Writes will proceed as it always does. And then starting next week... our usual stream schedule is available. Okay, that's what's going to look ludicrous over here because that is Conduit. So, let's see. But here, on Tuesdays, starting next week from 9 p.m. to 12 a.m. Pacific, I will be doing a Toy Soldier Saga writing and world building stream, which will turn into Toy Soldier Saga Summer Camp once summer camp has started, and we'll be doing summer camp challenges. So those are additional streams that I'll be adding for the duration, and of course, don't miss Writer's Conduit. None of this is going to appear on the ASC calendar because it is not a World Anvil event. So you will have to go to this website and click on events and event calendar in order to see what is going on and all of the panels. This is just for my personal schedule. We will be streaming a bit here. Anything that I know that I'm streaming for certain so far is on my Twitch schedule, which you will find on the About page on my Twitch channel. So, but there may be more. Because as one of the organizers,
wear glowy stuff there, Madam Claire. Spacefarers wear stuff that glows.
Sure, why not? Maybe they make it out of star mushroom fiber.
Yep.
That glows. Oh, my Discord for promote your stuff. Okay, will do. Cool there, Stretch. I'm not on Satine Phoenix's Discord, so feel free. That is awesome. That is very expensive stuff there in Claire for food, I hear you. Alright, so yeah. I have a dagger.
My new favoriteest meme in the entire world is the Jack Sparrow going, "I've got a jar of dirt, I've got a jar of dirt." Yeah. I love it.
Awesome.
There are entire strings of it, and people just doing all kinds of weird things. I love it.
Yeah, I love Jack Sparrow too.
I want to see weapons brandished. I want to see boots worn up to the knee and folded down, of course. I want to see large, ungainly hats. I want to see it all.
Large, ungainly hats are awesome. Our poll is done. Which shall we receive? All right, Too Weird Fluffy Bunny won by a landslide. So, excellent.
The people have spoken.
They have. It's awesome. You guys won't regret it. I promise you. It's great stuff. I cannot. I'm already going. When's the next book coming out?
The last book hasn't even come out yet.
I know, right?
And I have a very, very firm schedule for the rune spells. I will only work on rune spells during Nano, which is now also Game of Tomes. So if you want me to win at Nano/Game of Tomes and therefore finish the next book, then you must support the Game of Tomes and cheer on your fellow writers, including me.
There you go.
You see how I did that?
There's lots of stuff coming up, right? Right after Conduit ends, of course, July 1st, World Anvil Summer Camp is launching, and so is the Game of Tomes Tourney of Tales.
Yes.
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 Do I still have the command in here, or do I have to add it? I'm going to check. And it might be the wrong URL. Nope, I took it out. Okay.
You know, assault rifles are very piratey, if, anachronistic.
Well, there are modern day pirates who do pirate things with assault rifles.
That is true. So, I mean, we could go with, what are they, Sudanese, Somalian?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, posture check, thank you. I'm like
slobbing
around here.
Yeah, I mean, modern pirates are pirates too.
Yeah, we're equal opportunity people as far as pirates go.
Yep.
Modern pirates are people too.
That's right, and we need more of them to prevent global warming.
Right, because it's been a direct correlation. The less pirates we have in the world, the more global warming.
Right. See? So says the Church of the Flying Spaghetti Monster.
So therefore, in order to combat global warming, we need more pirates.
Yes, Claire, probably you should cover your chest in both situations.
Okay, so that makes me think of there's a website where people have compiled a bunch of data and shown correlative data for various things, such as there are more drowning deaths in swimming pools in years that Kevin Bacon stars in a blockbuster.
I've heard that.
So, for some reason, what you guys said just reminded me of that.
Well,
For some reason.
Statistically, your chances of being attacked by a shark are less than your chances of being hit by lightning.
Yes.
But your chances improve statistically dramatically if you actually get in the water.
For being eaten by a shark or for being hit by lightning?
For being eaten by a shark.
That's a very good question. That probably increases too. You are in water, after all.
But yeah, no, there's actually been less cases of people being attacked on land by sharks than there has been people.
I wonder why.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Funny that. Well, clearly they don't know about the land sharks.
Maybe sharks just like people in saltwater because they prefer seasoned meat.
There you go.
Yeah. Briny.
Yeah. I noticed that Bob and Stretch are both urging me to put the Conduit events on the ASC calendar in the non-World Anvil announceable. I don't know. I will talk to Shy, however. Shy Red Fox is one of the planning committee. I'll bring it up at the meeting today. and see if that's a thing. I don't know, but since she is the one who's kind of our figurative chair of the ASC, I figure she's the one to ask, so we'll talk about it. Thank you for the suggestion.
Kevin Bacon is totally the center of the universe. Just ask Star-Lord. He's a hero. There
you go. Yeah, statistics are funny if you read them correctly, says Loria. They also say bacon is deadly. 100% of the people who eat bacon die. Yep. True story.
Which, of course, leads me into the dihydrogen monoxide thing.
The dihydrogen monoxide, yeah, that stuff's lethal.
It is.
Body will kill you. Everybody dies from it.
Totally. Yeah. It's even poisonous.
Yeah. Yeah.
For those not tracking, that would be oxygen, or water, actually. Right, dihydrogen oxide. Yeah, that she's talking about. Yes.
I love dihydrogen monoxide. There's an entire website. Well, there was. Now that I think about it, that was like years and years ago that I saw that. Oh my gosh, I've been on the internet too long. Ugh.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Oh, Bob says he was Googling around the other day, looked up the whole 6 degrees of separation thing. Somebody put all of Hollywood into a supercomputer to calculate average bacon numbers for everybody. Kevin Bacon isn't even in the top 100, but Angelina Jolie is.
Hey.
The 6 degrees of separation from Kevin Bacon, right? Yeah.
The 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Someone in the U.S. did a science project about that. Yeah, I'm sure that's been done, for sure. Neat. Well, I'm going to check in briefly on Kickstarter to see how we are doing. Wow, we were at like $900 almost, like a bit ago.
Woohoo!
Are we? My numbers are different than yours.
Oh, are they? Okay, I'm refreshing. Oh!
$950.
There we go. Yes. Yes, I had to refresh the page. 19 of you have supported this. Thank you so much, guys.
That's awesome, guys. Like, you guys know how much this means to us.
It's a huge deal. This is the big one. This is the one that I really want to succeed.
Yeah, we're already over a quarter of the way there.
So awesome. It's great. Yeah, we can do it. We can do it.
I don't know why I'm singing the can now.
I don't know. We're running with
it. Sometimes you take what you get. You take what the brain spits out.
That's right.
Oh, please don't tell me that.
Oh, and Caludan is complaining in the Sage channel that Kickstarter won't take their credit card. That sucks.
Oh, that's...
Do they have debit Visa? That's what Aaron uses. I don't know. I don't blame him for complaining. I don't know what to tell you. I complain because Kickstarter doesn't take PayPal, man. I don't see why.
Yeah.
Right? Oh, Kajan. Oh, okay. Ah, cool. Okay. Well, I'm sorry that it's not taking the credit card there. That sucks. And it won't let you just, like, pay with cash of any kind either. I don't know. I forgot. I can't think of anything right now. I have so many time zones and statistics in my brain right now that I cannot function. Yeah. So we have about 15 minutes left. Do you guys want me to read an excerpt, or would you prefer that we banter for the next 15 minutes? Because I'm having a great time, and I'm not married to any particular result here, guys. Could you DM me on Discord, the Kickstarter link, and any blurb you want posted with it, please? I'll post it on some Discords, etc. I think, you know what? I actually put that in the self-promo channel on the ASC Discord. If you are, I know you're on there. So I've got all the promo stuff there with images and everything else. So then I don't have to fire up Discord and do that. It should all be right there because they provided that for us now. So the question is, are you singing the French dance song? Says Bob, or the ShopRite supermarket advertisement?
I have never heard this ShopRite supermarket advertisement. I am singing, girls, do you think that you can learn to do the can? You will find it absolutely fascinating. Kick as high as you can when you do the can. Come on now and show us how it goes. That's right. I got lyrics, baby.
ShopRite is from the... I'm pretty sure, or is that a real thing? Because I thought that was the supermarket that Ash worked at in the Evil Dead series.
Oh, that was S-Smart.
Oh, right.
Shop Smart.
Shop Smart.
S-Smart.
Yeah, that's right.
Hail to the king, baby.
That's right. They run a can sale twice a year. Canned goods dirt cheap. Oh, well, useful.
That's clever, you know. I'm giving it to him.
Here we call that a case lot sale, and the only independent supermarket in town does that twice a year. So
nice.
Otherwise, every supermarket in town is owned by the same guy, and 90% or most of the drugstores too.
Yeah, that's about 90% of the supermarkets in Western Canada are owned by the same guy.
Yeah, I know ShopRite is an American supermarket, I assumed, if it's a real chain. Okay. That's cool. Fair enough.
Yeah, I don't know that I've ever lived in a region that has ShopRites.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's Connecticut, Delaware, Maryland, New Jersey, New York, and Pennsylvania. So along the East Coast. I live in the centra, in British speak, the centra of the U.S.
The centra. That's how we spell it in Canada, too. Yep.
The centra. Hey.
Yeah. Okay, they used the Can Can song to advertise it, though, as well as an animation made about 50 years ago of a half a dozen rocket-like dancers singing about running to ShopRite to stock up on cans. That's funny.
Hey, you know, if it's not Baroque, don't fix it.
There you go.
That's right.
Now, if it's Gothic, definitely fix it. Stuff's old.
Nostalgia ain't what it used to be.
No! History to nerd jokes. Hashtag. Oh, that's great.
Yep.
I have to pee so bad, but there's only 10 minutes left. I have drunk almost this entire thing of coffee.
So the last 10 minutes will be us watching Sable's eyeballs float.
That's right. Yeah, so if I look fidgety, you know why, I guess. Yeah.
And so she will just drink more coffee.
Yeah.
Because the best thing to do when you really have to pee is drink
More
more
coffee.
stuff.
Hey, you know what? I had like 5 hours sleep last night because I was so anxious and nervous I could not get to sleep. So I need caffeine.
Has anybody else ever noticed that? The more you gotta pee, the more you want to drink?
Yeah. That is a true story. All right, let's see if anything has changed since we're getting close to the end.
You might say.
Nope, but that's okay. I mean, like, that's awesome. We're nearly at a, just shy of a quarter way there in the first 3 hours.
Everybody who came to chat supported the project.
That's right. That's pretty much what that means. So thank you all so much. That is awesome.
You guys are the greatest. This is the greatest community I've ever been a part of.
That is a true story. Yeah, okay, Sarah knows, because we've had conversations about this, right? But
we've talked.
We've talked, right? But yes, I have a long history of finding a new community, going, oh, I think you guys are amazing, right? Pouring my heart and soul into doing stuff for it, and then having no good deed go unpunished, right? Because there, like, I don't know, but you guys are, there's nothing like that here. There's no, I mean, people still butt heads occasionally, right? And disagree on things, but there's no, like, destructive negativity here at all. I've never seen it before, and I love it. I don't know what to tell you guys. I don't know what to say. It's awesome. Sing something. Filk.
Sing with me, sing for the ears.
We can do that. We can do that.
The only thing that's coming to my head is falling hamsters from the sky. Some will live and some will die. And that's the only part of the song I know.
Okay, I got one that, okay, I'm a little rusty, but this is actually Filk in all senses of the word. And I have caught, how do I do this? I don't understand how you hook the damn cord on your headphone underneath the wheel of your chair, and then you can't get it back out. If it's that easy to hook, it should be that easy to unhook, right? Okay. This one is actually a Filk in all senses of the word, because first of all, it's about a game that you might be familiar with. And secondly, it is written to the tune of Me and Bobby McGee. And Aaron wrote the lyrics for this. Hopefully I can, remember it and not fuck it up too badly. So, here we go. I haven't played this in months. whole sin. Bobby waved a griffin down just before the raid took us all the way into Stormwind. I pulled my sword out of a dirty, slimy murloc and was killing foes while Bobby healed us all. With my twin mark blade slapping time and Bobby casting spells, we finally blasted every foe to Kingdom Come. Farming's just another word for no quest left to do. Farming ain't worth nothing for XP. Doing quests was easy light with Bobby's healing spells. Doing quests was good enough for me. Good enough for me and Bobby the priest. From the small mines of the Elven to the barren blasted lands, Bobby shared the safety of my sword. Whoops. Standing right beside me light, we would make a stand. In Warsome Gulch we even fought the Horde. Then somewhere near Stromgarden Light I let her slip away, searching for the guild I hope she'll find. And I'd give all my blue items for a single yesterday, with Bobby's party icon next to mine. Farming's just another word for no quest left to do. Farming ain't worth nothing for XP. Doing quests was easy light with Bobby's healing spells. Doing quests was good enough for me. Good enough for me and Bobby the priest. Doing quests was easy light with Bobby casting spells. Doing quests was good enough for me. Good enough for me and Bobby the priest.
Yay!
Written by Aaron McCrory. Aaron Reed.
That was awesome.
I love it too. I think he did a great job with it. I think it's fantastic. That, by the way, is on the Pirates and Pagans album at my Bandcamp site if you guys would like to pick up a copy.
Hello, Laura. Thanks for dropping in.
Hello, Laura. Thank you for your support and coming. It's what I'm, glad to see you. I hope you're well. I'm like seeing wonderful enthusiasm in the chat, especially from Eli. Eli apparently really loved it too. Yeah, all us old World of War crack players will know. And the really old World of War crack players will know that that's the vanilla edition we were talking about too. So, in nerd jokes, right? All right, so we are at noon, guys. That is when the stream is scheduled to conclude. So we'll just do one last check-in on the Kickstarter. Thank you very much for being here, Author Goddess, aka Sarah Berman. She is the author of the Rune Spell series, which is like one of my favorite series. Like I'm genuinely a huge fan of her books. I think she's amazing. We met through writing, so this is not me as a friend saying my friend's books are awesome, go check it out. I would have told you that before I ever knew her. So
Yeah.
all right, so we're concluding at the end of the stream at $949 Canadian. Thank you so much. Of our goal, $3,690. We're here for 30 days. Any support that you're willing to give is welcome, including and especially sharing the Kickstarter, sharing the stream, sharing the links to the videos, letting your friends know. That is always awesome.
Indeed.
All right, now let's find someone to raid. Yeah, just past a quarter of the way there. Exactly.
Kahuna.
We got
We
Kahuna.
got Travis. We got Masades.
Oh, hell. Good choices. All of them awesome. All of them have supported us. I don't know what to do. I think I'll do a poll. Because they're all amazing and they all deserve it. So, let's see.
Yeah, just over a quarter of the way there, Bob. You're right.
Yay! You guys are amazing. Thank you so much.
Talk to you later, Stretch. Thanks for showing up. And thanks for posting Gilding Light and Good Times
Yes,
Society.
thank you very much for that. Really appreciated. Kahuna will probably be wrapping up now. That's probably true. But it can always be fun to be rated anyway, right? Come on, give me a capital letter, damn you. Okay. Oh, yes, and Travis will be appearing on Sable's World Forge, I think, this weekend? The weekend that isn't Conduit. So let's see here. It's the 15th. This weekend, yes. So this Sunday he will be appearing. We will be talking about his series Silver and Smith and his new release in that series. So do not miss that, guys. All right, did I launch this poll? No, I didn't.
RPG Bob says, yeah, Ray Kahuna, then it's his problem.
That's right. That's a good point, actually. Or maybe I should just do that. I put up the poll, but it's a good idea. Why don't I do that? Because then...
Wait. Oh,
well, the poll's only 1 minute anyway, guys, so... give me your opinion! How? That was me trying to fight with the cord on the headphone again. Because I'm terrible at that. All right.
So far, we're 11 votes for Kahuna.
That's awesome. Okay, while the poll is running, I am going to run the video for the Kickstarter one last time. And then we will raid whoever you told me to raid. Thank you again for joining me today, guys. You were awesome. I really appreciate all the support, and we'll continue talking about this throughout the month. Expect me to be mentioning it a lot. I'm sorry if I'm a pain in the ass.
Damn it.
Hi there. My name is Diane Morrison, and I'm a science fiction and fantasy author. I'm looking for your help to publish my novel, A Few Good Elves. Three years ago, you guys helped me publish Once Upon a Time in the Weird West, which is a collection of my Weird Western serial stories. And 2 years ago, you helped me to edit and publish Gunsmoke and Dragonfire, a fantasy western anthology. I figure we make a winning team. The Toy Soldier Saga is a fantasy space opera universe. It has all of the elements of space opera science fiction, but everything's done by magic. I don't think there's anything out there that is quite like it. And I really hope that you'll enjoy it and the extended universe that has been created around it.
I am Chris. I play Arian, the grizzled older ex-enlisted elf.
Remember, we've only got 30 days to make this happen. With your support, you can have some of the art that's been created for the books, you can have the stories, the ebook, a trade paperback copy, a hardcover copy, you might be able to get them signed. You could even get the entire collection of everything that I have previously published or been published in. Thanks in advance for your support, and thank you for listening.